What up? What up? What up? What it be? What it do? I am. My brain is fried. Wasn't gonna. I, I can't talk. But for the most part, this is complete. I fixed the deer. They look a little bit more like deer now. um, I may do a little bit more with the moon, but I think I finally got it to where I want it to be. Um, Pat on my back. And with that, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world. Yes, it's me, April Love, here in Boston, wishing you a blessed time. Truly hope you are finding reasons to smile, laugh, enjoy life, appreciate everything and everyone around you. So, what I am going to do right now is I'm going to clean up the edges of this. And I think that's all I'm going to do with this. And I need a new art challenge. I've had ideas for paintings and whatnot, but I can't remember what they are right at the moment. I'm not looking to start anything major right now. But Saturday night, sometime after 8 p.m. Eastern Time, I may start a new art piece, do my usual weekend art live streams. Although this whole week has been like a non-stop doodle or draw, some kind of artwork. As far as these late night live streams, I've either done a doodle, which always sounds funny, or you know, I was doing this the last couple nights. For those of you who watch me on a regular, you know that. And for anybody else who's just coming in, first time on my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell because I post something, live streams, videos. I even post to the community on a very regular basis, sometimes more than once a day. So make sure you stay tuned. And if you'd like to support me in what I'm doing in any way, you can leave a donation. You can, in my PayPal, you can go to aloveproductions.com, get a cool hat like this. It says like, love, share, and inspire on the back. You can check out my social media. Hey, how are you? What's going on? Thank you for coming in. Thank you for hitting that like button. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Please share out the stream. Just, talking about the art piece that I just did. Copycat of a piece by an artist named Abdullah Evinder, Evinder. Didn't put the link in the description, but he is on Instagram. He's got some interesting artwork. I'm happy with it now. I managed to fix the deer so they didn't look like moose. which I think is the most hilarious part of this whole piece. Because, as I've said before, animals and people are not my strong suit as far as artwork, as far as what I do with art. Signing my name to the bottom, which once it dries, it's gonna fade out anyway. But there goes the signature. I'm happy with it. I am tired. Very, very, very tired. I think I'm only staying here for maybe a half hour or so. Because I know Miss Divine Tiffany will be going live at some point. I like it a lot. Just staring at it, figuring what else I can do with it, do to it. Although I know I should just kind of leave it alone right now. I just want to say, anyone that comes in, all of the people that, have been really showing me love and support, know how much I truly appreciate it. So, a little bit of last night's stream, I started ranting about my weight and how I'm not happy the way I look. Um, and I know I need to step it up. So, what I think I'm going to start doing is on my days off, Friday and Saturday, and I'm technically off Sunday because I don't go to work until midnight, or not midnight, till 11 p.m. Um, I'm gonna make a point that specifically those 3 days I can't miss a day of going to the gym or working out, and then during the week, I'm gonna work out as much as I can. I'm supposed to be getting elliptical, which gives me no excuse. Once we get it, that um, there'll be no excuse for me not to do some kind of workout because, like, I'm for, I gotta lose at least a couple pounds because my pants are like getting to the point that they're not fitting. So, and I'm getting to the point where I'm not gonna find anything to wear in the stores. I am really struggling right now. If I'm able to, may go to the art store this weekend. See what sales I could take advantage of to get a couple more markers. And there's one or two paint colors that I need to update. What up, Nicole? How are you? Hit that like button. I appreciate you. Thank you for stopping in. No problem. I think, I think us girls gotta figure out like an order for us all to do our live streams so we could all get equal amount of people in them. Because we seem to all end up doing it roughly around the same time. So maybe if we, you know, whoever likes to do it earlier, well, whoever likes to do it earlier, let them go first. And then, you know, we wait an hour or two and let the next person start and then the next person. Because usually I start mine around 12:30 p.m. I mean, not p.m., 12:30 a.m. But I've been starting them a little later. And now that Tiffany's starting to do streams, you know, and I know we all want to support each other, so whatever we can do to figure that out. So I fixed the paint thing. It no longer looks like two moose. I am. I need a new challenge. Hence the name of the stream. And I just posted the side-by-side comparison. It's the picture it's the thumbnail for the stream. And I just posted it all over, um, I posted it all over social media, so. Woo. Luckily, tonight's my last night of work for the next couple of days. Um, I like it. I keep getting sucked into it. Nice. Thank you. I appreciate it. I am tired. I think one of the reasons why I'm so tired is I've been putting my energy into the artwork. So like when I'm done, I'm kind of drained, and I'm like, I might as well have, I might as well have worked out. I'm tired. I like it a lot. No problem. Looks like we got number 2. Hit that like button. Hit it. Hit it. Hit it. Count it up. Count it up. Alright, so check it out. I'm itching my way back up to 1K. I'm kind of creeping back up to the 1K mark. Let's see if we can get me there. In the next couple days. Because I keep getting... It's been going down, but because I've been coming into everybody else's chats, it's slowly going back up again. So, and I would really like to hit 1,500 by, say, June, which I think is a reasonable amount of time. And when I hit 15K, I will do a giveaway. Not 15K, 150. No, 1,500. 1,500. When I hit 1,500 subscribers, I'll be doing a giveaway. And most likely it will be an art piece. Manji, what's good? What's up? What is it? Keith, what is it? What good? What is it? 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 So, I'm going to keep showing it throughout the stream. Here is I'm still going to deal with this a little bit because I want to spread out the blue in the middle. But it's pretty much done. I fixed the deer. They no longer look like moose. So, and actually, because I keep thinking about it, I'm going to mess with that moon right now. Probably shouldn't, but I will. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you share it out. So let's see if we can get me back up to 1K for the 10th time in 8 months or 6 months. Yeah, that wasn't the best color to choose. So I shall change back to the blue. So how are you all doing? How was your day? Did you find a reason to smile? Did you find a reason to just appreciate something to appreciate? Did you tell someone that you love them, that you appreciate them? And just remember, anyone that comes in, feel free to support one another, but remember this is not sub for sub. It is against YouTube's rules and regulations. But we're all about spreading love and positivity, so show appreciation, show some love, check out the other channels. And if it's not something you're into, maybe share it out anyway. Maybe you know somebody, maybe you got someone on your Twitter or your Facebook that is into what they might be doing. So, like me personally, I am not into makeup, but I still support some of the makeup channels, and when I get around to it, when I remember to, I will share out their stuff on Twitter. Maybe post it to a specific playlist. That works. It's starting to look better. A little bit more full. I know I'm going in the right direction when I get chills, so I'm getting some chills now. Like those good chills, like, ooh, it's coming out. Yeah, it's nice. And Sharpie, the company Sharpie, the markers that I use, it is not a sponsor, but please feel free to contact me. I would gladly sponsor your markers. I am constantly using the oil base and the traditional um, permanent marker. And hey, I have an idea, right? Whenever you guys see me post my artwork, especially the ones that have the Sharpies in it, when you share it out, you part of your hashtags in you tagging other people, tag Sharpie. Use hashtag Sharpie or hashtag Sharpie art, because I want to get Sharpie's attention. See if we can get them to contact me for a sponsorship. Yeah, so when you know I'm doing artwork specifically, even in the streams, when you share it out, whether you hashtag it or you tag them on like Twitter or wherever, you know, put Sharpie into it so it gets their attention. It's all good. I'll check out everybody. This looks so much better now. I'm gonna have to take another picture when I'm off. That looks sick. That looks dope. It's on that dope. Look at that. Doesn't that look better? I'm gonna have to take another picture. It looks so much better. What's up, JV? Thank you for coming in. Just finishing up the Sharpie artwork that I'm doing. I fixed the deer. They no longer look like moose. They look a little. Tell me, did they look a little bit more like deer now? Here's the irony: the moose are actually under here now. I had to bury them. You know what I just thought of? That kind of looks like the weeds with the the puffy flower. The sunflower or the weed that you blow it to make a wish. That's kind of what that makes me think of right now. But yeah, does that look like a deer? Or two deers? Deer and a baby? I'm liking the whole thing. This is, I think, the second painting I've done in the past month where, like, it, maybe the third one actually, that's like, it's sucking me in. You know it's a good piece when, like, you're drawn into it. Because you don't know how many times I've looked at artwork, other people's art, and I'm like, it's to me, it's nothing. It's just like, whatever. But but then again, other art that I see, it's like I look at it and like if I stare at it long enough, I can feel like my energy just kind of being sucked into it. Um, I have to look at his art again because I can't remember who does. I can't remember which artist does what. Is Van? Is it? Is Van Gogh the one that has like the really abstract art? Where like it's a crooked nose and starry night. Okay. Yeah. So starry night's cool. I don't necessarily like. To me, I don't get the like I look at that painting and I could stare at it and go, and I can kind of analyze it, but at first glance, I go, it's okay. And it's not me being critical. It's just I don't feel the connection to the piece. Like this one that I did, I painted it or I drew it out because the original piece that I saw, you know, it drew me into where I'm like, you know what? I'm inspired enough that I want to attempt to make, you know, use the medium that I use, Sharpie. And I might even do this a second time and do it um, with the acrylics or the mix that I usually do, the acrylics and the to get it closer to the actual blend of the background, to blend the sky a little bit better. Because with the paint, I can blend it together a whole lot better. No problem. Yeah. No, that's the kind of art that pulls me in, like the spray paint artists. I mean, there's so many that are very similar, those spray paint videos, but there's some of those that like this. I go like I just get like in almost in a meditative state, and like my my jaw starts to drop, and I'm just like, That's why, like the waterfall one, I was like, I want to attempt to copycat one of the, like, I really want to try to go as close to detail with one of the paint, spray paint, uh, you know, right. Thank you. I mean, most of my paintings are blues and purples and turquoise and whatever. But every now, but you know, I wanted to challenge myself to do more sunset, like autumn colors, and because what I find, at least for me, those are the hardest ones to really kind of blend together or blend in a in a smooth way where it doesn't look like they're separated. Like that's one of the things. Like when even with this, like even with this, you can see the lines. You can tell where you could tell that it was a marker, but the fact that there's certain areas like down here that like it's blended well enough together that you know it like I can accept it, and I can it looks well blended, and it doesn't just look like marker strikes. There's a lot of areas that do look like marker strikes, but for the most part I think it looks good. And I gotta say, the fact that Sharpie has, again, not a sponsor, but these oil-based Sharpies, these these are the reasons why I'm able to blend the marker colors the way that I do, because they um they go on the paper very different than the traditional Sharpie. The typical Sharpie that we all know, and everybody has at least one Sharpie in their house. But these have a definitely more like a paint feel to it. So if I can get to it, if I could do it, if I could put the right colors next to each other, they'll blend really well. But I also have to be careful because the fact that this is very wet, if I try to blend it with another color, that color will end up on the tip of this marker. And especially with the lighter markers like the whites and the yellows, like I don't want blues to show up on the yellow marker because then it's just going to paint out green until more yellow comes out of the marker. That's how I ended up with this last night. There was blue on my white marker, and I was trying to blot it out. Because with these, you can hear it. It's like spray paint, right? But if I have another color on the tip, I have to keep, like I'll show you. I have to go like this, like even now, look. I'll show you. Like right there, those three dots, it's because there's like gray, a little bit of gray on this right now, or blue. So look, it's supposed to be a lighter blue. You can see it right, like right there at the inner edge, right? But if I do it, now it comes out. That's gonna make me look like a liar. But see how it blotted out though? And now the tip is back to being blue. I'm just gonna do that. I'm spreading it out because it has, or else it won't dry. Right. Oh, see, there's the gray. The gray's coming back through again. See? But if I want more of the actual color, I have to like blot it out until it comes through. Now let me move this out of the way. Put the cover back on. Oops. I gotta wipe that up. It's one thing that I do that on my own tables. I'm at work. See that white spot? That's from painting before. And now the color is stuck. Well, hopefully with this company that I met with yesterday, as they get themselves established and, figure out where they're gonna, what direction they're trying to go or how they can help people, hopefully that's what, if I'm able to stay connected with them, they'll be the ones they'll be the start of people helping me to do that, to get more recognized with my artwork and my videos and, my t-shirts. Is there anything on my finish? No. So, there we go. I wonder, did Tiffany start one? Then Tiffany, I think Divine Tiffany's gonna be starting a stream. I don't know what time though. My favorite part is right where the white is. I mean, it looks better. All my paintings, all the paintings look so much better on camera than they do in person. I personally believe because, you know, what the camera does, it kind of hides some of the blemishes. Like you might not be able to pick up on some of the blemishes that I can see, like sitting in front of it. But still, I'm happy with it. I'm happy where it is. You know. Welcome back, Nicole. You're MVP. I did get a MVP for tonight. The MVP, most valuable player. And you're like jumping from stream to stream to stream. So, and thank you. I appreciate it. Is Majid still is Majid still going? So because we're having this um I had a few ideas. I'm obviously not going to start anything tonight. Saturday night, though, I may start a new one. I may do it on live stream. I'm going to figure it out. Um, I'm going to try to get to an art store to replenish some of the paints and markers that are running low. Um, but, yeah. What was I going to do? Like, even this one, I may do this again. I may do this again on canvas, and do the mix of the acrylic paint and the Sharpie. Because I think I could do an even better job with like, the all black part, I would probably do with the Sharpie. But the background in the moon, I would want to do with the acrylic paint. Because it will blend so much better. And I could get closer to um, um, but we'll see. Either I'm gonna do a small canvas of this, or I had a couple ideas. I need to start writing down my ideas. I may do another copycat of a spray paint. Let me tell you why I haven't gone to oil paints yet. And it's a very lazy reason. The reason why I don't use oil paints is because acrylic is so much more to clean up, easier to clean up. I don't want to have to use chemicals to wash off the oil paints and clean up. The acrylic paint, I can literally go in the bathroom, wash up my hands, wash off my brushes, and it's clean. You know, it's kind of a late. It's because I know myself as far as being lazy, or like, and because I don't want to deal with chemicals. I don't want to deal with. Um, all right, so another idea for an art piece that I'm thinking of doing. I'm still trying to imagine it in my head first before I start it. But I have, at my house, I have two. I don't know if you have the same thing over in New Zealand. I'm sure you do. But I know some countries are different as far as like the types of stores that are around and everything. But the art stores here, or like even like the Targets and whatever, they sell, the big wooden letters that you can like put like a stainer on, so it would look like a wood finish, right? One of the things that I don't do it often because it's time consuming and it's kind of, it could get a little dangerous if I'm not being careful. Um, I do wood burning. So I have it's probably like a foot and a half big. I have a letter I that's about this big, and I have a letter L. A couple years ago, I had a big. This is gonna sound. Don't get your mind 30, because my mind already went 30. I had a big letter D that the D was the capital letter, and then I wrote. I birthed in the rest of the word dream, in the word big, so it said dream big. But the big D the big D, um, represented the capital letter, the very first letter of the phrase. So I burnt that into the wood, and then I used the acrylic paints to I used the acrylic paints over it to give it a cosmic look, and I ended up giving that to somebody. But I'm indicating because they're just those the I and the L are just kind of sitting around in my room. So I would have to find my soldering iron, my yeah, my soldering iron. Um, and I'm trying to think of what words I would use on, like what, would I just use a single word, or would I try to put a phrase on it? So, and then I am thinking of a couple of other ideas, but they haven't fully formed yet. But as you can see in a lot of my paintings, I love the sunburst or like the sunrise, sunset type of backgrounds. Oh, that's what I was thinking of. I was thinking of doing a two-tone. Uh, so I don't have the paintings anymore. My uncle bought one of them, and I think I gave the one of my other uncles the other. But I converted the paintings into T-shirts. I have I made these paintings that were inspired by other paintings that I saw, where they had um, like a two-tone background. So the center would be blue, and then here would be, okay. Better example. You seen the paintings I had of the trees where there's the red in the center, and it's another three piece with it. The trees are different colors, but the background is black, red, and white. Like I was thinking of doing something like that, but making a solid black background with either a purple or red, like a predominant color, and then with white paint, or like an off color from what's on, whatever that color is in the back, paint and a silhouette of something in the background, not in the background. But I'm trying to think of what would I put in the what would be the center object in the middle. And I was thinking of making that like either a multiple piece, or like this um, multiple paintings with the same idea but just different objects on it. It's just a matter of what I would want the silhouette object to be. Because what got me to want to do that in the first place was it last year? No, it was the year before, 2 years ago. I was at a festival, a local festival, and there was an artist there that had paintings that were like that. So it would either be two-tone blues, or like again, the black on the left and the right and blue in the middle, and then he would take like either a yellow paint or a gold paint, or even this white, and make a silhouette of a dolphin or a silhouette of a mermaid. Um, I can't make either one of those things. I mean, if I try, I might be able to pull off the dolphin. Um, I've tried the mermaid. It doesn't really work for me. Right, or and if you feel like you've made a mistake, you can always try to redirect that mistake so it works with what you're doing. An example is with this. The two moose that I drew, they just kind of got buried underneath. So they're technically still there. See if I can. They're technically still not there, but they're underneath the black. Trying to see if I can get a reflection, maybe you'll spot them. No. No, I don't think you can find them. See if I can see them. No, not really. I've covered it up pretty well. I kind of do see the legs of the adult moose, which would have been right here. I can vaguely see the outline of the leg, but I was able to I was able to um, get rid of the two moose and start, try to start over with the two deer without having to do the whole thing all over again. That really did come out nice. I'm tired. What time is it? 2:30. Oy. Did Tiffany start up yet? I don't think so because I didn't get any notifications. All right. Any requests for a quick doodle? And I'll do the doodle and end it for the night. Try to do something simple. A mosque. That would be interesting. Yeah, they could be very beautiful. Let's see. I um, what color would I start with? I don't know what color I would start with. The only international mosque I've been to is the big one in Casablanca, Morocco. See if I can get a little outline of the mosque started. That would be an interesting. Get the cover off. Fine, don't come off. I don't want to take you off anyway. Pain in the butt. Pain in the booty. I don't even know if this one works. There you go. We shall try with this. A mosque with a beautiful sunset behind it would be it. Interesting one for you to draw. I don't know if I would want to do that right at this moment, but I can start with trying to do a quick doodle of a mosque, although I feel weird about that. When it comes to religious things, I'm kind of like, you know, if I can't do it justice, I don't want to do it. Hello, Majid. Thank you for coming back. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Let's see what I can come up with. Trying to think of the silhouettes that I see of mosques. So I can do it some kind of justice and not just draw aimlessly for entertainment purposes. I would like to do it, give it due respect. Do-do, do-do, do-do. And I'll show you little by little. See what I can do in the next, 20 minutes or so. I already kind of messed it up, but it's okay. That's what I could do to try to fix this little blemish. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe that's what I will do. Let's see how I do. don't know how I feel about this. For sure. Show you in a moment. Just trying to get from one side to the other side before I turn it around. Don't worry, if you don't see it, don't worry about it, because we all know we all got lives. It's very late. We're all in different time zones, so I don't get mad when people don't come. I get a little disappointed when nobody comes, but you know, but I understand. I know people get busy, and we're all trying to do the same thing at the same time. So I understand. Okay, hold on one moment. For sure. For sure. So don't feel bad if you miss a stream. Don't feel bad if you miss a video. You know, It is what it is. We're human, we get sick, we get tired. Sometimes we just don't feel like interacting. Sometimes we got other things we gotta do, so it's all understandable. Okay, this may be a somewhat lousy attempt at a mosque, but it may be a good challenge. I'd have to look at a couple and get a really good idea of how I would want it to look. And I'm losing. Yeah, I may cut back again on how often I live stream. Just so I'm not competing with everybody every night. And give other people a chance with their watch time. I don't know. Because it does get a little disappointing, not when people don't show up, but, you know, for me, you all see how much I try to do. And, and I'll be completely honest. I don't, I understand, I get it, but sometimes I do get, a little. What the hell? How did that happen? I just got a little messed up. What the hell? I have no idea how that just happened. Oh well, just leave it. So I got a little messed up, but I'm not too concerned. But when I see 10, 12 people in other people's streams, and I always end up only with a handful, it gets disappointing sometimes. Or I get tonight there's only 2 people. Couple people come in and say hello, which I do appreciate. It does get frustrating when nobody shows up, or I don't get, it doesn't seem like my audience is growing on each stream. But that's my impatience. That's me just but I know in time. I mean, a year ago, I didn't have anybody coming to my videos. It's gonna happen. As frustrating as it gets, I have to remind myself that it's gonna happen. Okay, I think I botched this. And now my pen is not working correctly. It's not a bad first attempt, especially not looking at another. Eh, I could do better. Thank you, but I know I could do better. I can do better. See, it just messed up again. So Sharpie, your extra fine markers, oil markers, you gotta make them a little bit more, I don't know, because it gets to a point where the ink doesn't want to come out, and then when you try to get it out, it comes out in big blotches. I will show you in a moment what I'm talking about. They're great for pinstripes, but if it doesn't continue to bring out the ink at a moderate pace or a consistent pace, and then just eventually just blots out, you know, there goes the pinstripe. Or the like I like them for the fine points, but kind of making it hard for me to do this properly. That's what I should have done. That looked nice. As they say in Arabic, Alhamdulillah, praise to God. because it's God's gift. I'll show you in a moment. I'm at least trying to touch it up as I go so it doesn't look too much like a scribble. Trying to fix the blotch that, one of the blotches that the pen caused that I didn't even realize was there. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed your trip. Okay, once again, not exactly. I know I could do a whole lot better, but it's good for what it is. Tiffany! You made it! Okay. I could do a whole lot better, but this is good enough for now. Because I was only going to draw a doodle. I was going to draw a McDoodle. And you can see where the blotch was. There's one. The other one was up there. What up? What up, Geeky? JV, there you go. And for those who didn't see the end result yet. I ain't worried about Tiffany. Tiffany's the biggest support, one of the biggest supporters I have. She's been supporting me since July of last year, so. Tiffany's the homie. Awesome time. Alright, so Tiffany, check it out. The moose have turned into deer. I gotta remember when I'm at my computer, JV, you will be becoming a mod when when I remember to do it from my laptop, because I can't mod people from my phone. I wonder, one of you two, if you happen to be actually on your computer, can you see if you can mod people um from my chat? If you happen to be, if you're on your phone, then don't worry about it. But if you happen to be on a computer, can you? Okay, no problem. I don't know. Can people do that? Can other people mod people? And like, if you were on your computer, could you mod people for my streams? Cause you're a mod, or would I have to do that direct? I would have to do that directly. Um, I need a pillow and a bed and about $20,000. I think we could all use $20,000. I am tired. Tiffany, when are you gonna do your stream? How long from now? Or when do you want to start your stream? Okay. Any other requests for a quick doodle? JV, you gave me another idea for an upcoming painting, so. Bird. A bird. A bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. Bird, bird, bird. Don't you know? Bird is the word. Have you heard that bird is a word? Oh, you're really trying to challenge me now. You're really trying to challenge me now. You saw how hard it was for me to get those there. Really trying to challenge me now. Let's see. Well, I did ask you to challenge me now, didn't I? Holy crap. That's messed up. So that one of those blots went through two other pieces of paper. So that blot right there went to there. And this is thick paper, it's not thin paper. And it actually went on a third piece of paper. This one's not as bad, like I could do something with that. I could probably do something with that blot too, but like with the fluff. With the fluff, man. Hey, what is it? Thank you for hitting that like button. Thank you for stopping by, showing some love. I appreciate you. I appreciate it. Alright. What was the first? A bird, a horse, a tree, a dog, a pig, a fish. Love you too. Love you. Love you. Alright, let's see. Alright, I'm going to take the last request. We're ready. So I'm going to try to do a bird, draw a bird or some kind of bird-like thingy. And this will be the last doodle I do for the night. Please feel free to support one another. Just no sub for sub. Thank you very much. Show love to one another. Be kind to one another. Laugh with each other. Just because you used the word detecting, like I'm thinking, I'm like it's like a submarine. I detect four aircrafts coming in from the left. What I'm drawing is one of my go-to um, images, and you can take it for what you believe it is for yourself. You can say it's an angel, you can say it's a bird, you can say it's a spirit, whatever it comes to mind for you, that's what it is. I'm just trying to give it a little depth before I show it, because it's kind of bugging me where it is right now. I'm going to add some color to this. You guys challenge me and then it turns into a full-on art piece. But then again, I did ask you to challenge me now, didn't I? It's all my fault. I take responsibility. I am kind of making this more bird-like, more than I would normally do. After this, I probably should end it so I could go out to the security vehicle. Thank you. No problem. No problemo. Yeah, I have that one here. I could do a lot better than that one. That one came out great, but I could do a lot better. I have a lot better. If you like that one, you gotta see the other ones I've drawn. I mean, they're not excessively detailed, but I mean, that one was just a doodle. I'm not trying to play it down, but like, I wasn't trying that hard in that one. Okay, ready? You ready? Are you ready? Mm. Are you ready? Yeah, let me do it the other way so you can see it with the light facing it. So you can actually see more of the color. There you go, a little more light. Usually I do this in light blue, but that particular marker needs to be cleaned a little bit before I try to do this. And that's actually the head was actually the cover up. I covered up that blotch that was on the page. Here, I'll show you. Ready? It did bleed through. Alright, so you see that side? Right? There's the blotch. The blotch from the blotch of the mosque. What's up? Thank you for coming in. Hit that like button. What's up? Yes, I did. I've been challenged to two things. A mosque and a bird thingy thing. Although this could be whatever you feel that it is for you. It could be a bird, it could be a spirit, it could be an angel, whatever your feeling is, it is. But yeah, did the mosque, and as you saw if you saw my thumbnail, I got the deer. I got the deer. I buried the moose, cause the moose that I drew are underneath the dirt, underneath the black, and I managed to make the deer. Somebody took back their like. How rude. Hit that like button, people. What time is it? There goes that like. Thank you all for coming in and saying hello. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out. That's gonna be a tough one, cause I could barely draw a horse. You can do it. We believe in you. And if you're wondering what I'm doing, I don't want to tell you. I'm scratching my nose, but I don't want to do it on camera. I'm scratching my nose, but I don't want to do it on camera. True. I don't want to try it now. True. I don't want to try it now because I'm kind of doodled out for the night, and because I'm waiting for to find Tiffany. Um, I'm waiting for Tiffany to start her stream, and then I'll end mine. You know, we could all go over together. I am tired and hungry. I'm tired and hungry. Oh my gosh. Anyway, for anyone that comes in after the fact, you make it this far into the stream, I appreciate you. I'm tired. I'm so tired. Well, at least when you get off the computer, off your phone, you get to go to sleep. I'm stuck here for at least another couple hours. And hopefully no idiot has messed with my parking space. I got home earlier in the morning. You know, I get off at work at around 6:30ish, and I get home maybe by quarter 7. And it snowed here last night, so I get over. I have a a reserved parking space. I actually have two, one for me, one for my brother. And I get home, I drive to the back of my building where my parking space is, and the guys that plow the property I live in are idiots because they don't know how to plow. They basically pushed all the snow into my parking space. They didn't push it against the curb. They put it in the center of the parking space. Mind you, they had plenty of space to push it to one end of the parking area, right? Because we have it's curbside parking on either side of the driveway, and there's 3 sets of parking spaces on each side. Me and my brother have two, and then there's one other person that has a spot in front of us. My brother wasn't home. I wasn't home. They had plenty of space to clear that those two parking spaces and push it up against the curb behind to the other end of my brother's parking space. But instead, they pushed the mound of snow in the middle of the my parking space. And I'm not even kidding you. It wasn't like kind of to the middle. It was like dead center across the parking space. So like, even if I wanted to park in front of it, I couldn't. I couldn't park in front of it or behind it, because then I would be, taking up 2 spaces, and there was no other parking space to park because they hadn't been plowed, and all the parking spaces are reserved. So I'd be parking in somebody else's spaces. Let's see. She's most likely trying to get a space where she can do do it. Ooh, I thought that was gonna be her. I got I got a here's the messed up part, right? The plow guys were still on the property, and they were by here instead of plowing the area, they were shoveling the snow in front of the garage. We have a garage and we have parking outside. They were they were clearing out the little bit of snow that was in front of the garage door. They saw me get out of my truck, my Jeep, take the shovel out of the back of my Jeep, and start shoveling by hand my parking space. And instead of coming over to help me, they went to their truck. And the stupid part is, instead of having their truck nearby to them when they were shoveling, they had it around the corner of our property, of the building that I live in. They walked over to their truck, started coming back towards me, saw what I was doing. Instead of telling me, hey, if you move your Jeep, we'll clear the spot, or at least come back out and try to shovel with me, they pulled back and took off. Needless to say, I called the management for my property and said, can you please let the plow guys know it's very unacceptable to pile snow in the middle of a parking space and then take off while watching the person watching me shovel and then take off. What's more messed up is they're being paid to clear that those spots in that driveway, and they're doing a very they're not doing a professional job. I mean, I know there's only so much you can do when you're plowing snow. There's only so many places you can plow it, but I've lived in this place for over 30 years, and this is the first time that anyone's ever plowed the snow in the middle of a parking space, and then didn't try to fix it. What made it worse was we had heavy, icy snow. And if I didn't get there, if I got there any later, it would have been, it was already heavy to begin with because it was already kind of icy. Have a good one, Nicole. We'll let Tiffany know you tried your hardest to wait up. I keep playing with my hair. I am tired. But luckily, I got about 2.5 hours left to go. I'm gonna end this in like 2 minutes. I'm actually watching the clock because I want this to hit two. I'm like literally 3 minutes away from 2 hours on the stream. So, and if you didn't know already, I put out a cooking video. Um, so if you want to continue to watch something new from me, go check that out. Please share out that video. Uh, I made baked eggplant parm. I did. And before I started my stream, I was the only one that had watched it. So, make sure you check it out. Make sure you share it out. Like it, comment. Try it out for yourself. So I actually did, it was basically the same recipe, but I changed up half of it to do a stuffed eggplant parm. So half of it was stuffed with mozzarella, combined with mozzarella, and the other ones were just breaded eggplant with mozzarella on top. Or, with Parmesan cheese, Parmesan. Well, I'll say it like a Bostonian. Parmesan. She is. Yep, there she goes. Alright, I'll see you guys over there. I'm gonna end it. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you. I love you. Keep supporting us. Supporting me, supporting all of us, supporting each other. I will see you in the next one. Check out the last video I put out, which was the cooking video, baked eggplant parm. And I will see you in the next video or vlog. Until then, smile, find something to appreciate, keep moving forward. And as always, like, love, share, and inspire. Don't forget, love is everything. I will see you next time. Much love.